I didn't yell. I didn't ask why. I simply stared at my phone in the dark, reading Mom's message over and over like it was a script she'd rehearsed 100 times. Sorry, Beta. We're skipping her birthday. Things are tight this month. Tight. They always got tight when it came to my daughter. The room around me was still. Too still. Until my little girl climbed onto the couch beside me, hair tangled, voice quiet. Did Nana text you back? I lied. Maybe later. I didn't. Say it wouldn't matter. There was a time when my parents felt like gravity, a force holding us all together. Backyard dinners, cricket games on TV, my mother laughing in the kitchen, like the soundtrack of my childhood. When my daughter was born, I thought she'd inherit that warmth, that sense of home. But warmth has a curious way of picking sides. In our family, it always leaned toward my sister, her children, her house, her life. I told myself it was accidental, temporary, fixable until Christmas morning proved otherwise. I wasn't even looking for it. I opened Facebook out of habit, half awake, scrolling past ads and blurry holiday selfies. Then I saw it. My parents' living room, no, transformed. Piles of gifts, balloons, lights strung like a festival. My mother smiling in a red shawl. My father holding a toy car the size of my daughter's torso. And front and center, my sister's kids tearing through wrapping paper like royalty. Caption, Grandkids Christmas. Couldn't resist spoiling them. My daughter leaned over, saw the photo, froze. They'd forgotten me again. Her voice cracked on the last word. I felt something inside me click into place. Cold. Final. I kissed her head and stayed silent, because pain doesn't speak, but strategy does. Revenge isn't fury, it's precision. I started small. Screenshots, dates, messages, photos, a timeline of every excuse they'd made, every birthday ignored, every holiday missed. I checked bank statements too, because things were tight. Apparently, that didn't include the money they sent my sister every other month. Then I explored the legal side. I knew one thing about my parents. They valued reputation more than relationships, their community, their friends, their precious image. So I made sure the truth had a place to land. I didn't want to humiliate them. Not publicly. Not yet. I wanted something quieter, a mirror. On New Year's Eve, while they were busy posting photos of the kids they actually loved, I shared something of my own. A simple album titled Asterisk for my daughter someday. 6 photos, no names, no accusations, just timestamps. My daughter alone on her birthdays, the empty chairs meant for grandparents, the candles she blew out by herself, and between the images, screenshots of every things are tight message. The final photo was the Christmas post they made for my sister's kids. I locked the album so only family could see it. Every cousin, aunt, uncle, everyone whose opinion mattered to my parents. Then I put my phone down, made breakfast for my girl, and waited. The first explosion came at 8:12 a.m. Mom calling, then dad, then mom again. I didn't answer. At 9:03 a.m., the real storm hit, loud enough to rattle the hallway. My father, pounding on my door. Open this door right now. What the hell have you done? I opened it slowly, letting the cold morning air cut through the heat on his face. No yelling, I said softly. My daughter is inside. He pushed forward, furious, flustered, afraid. You made us look like monsters. I held his gaze. You did that, I said. I just arranged the lighting. Mom stood behind him, crying. Not from guilt, but from exposure. My daughter peeked from behind me, clutching her stuffed toy. Mom reached out for her, maybe instinctively. My daughter stepped back. That hurt them more than anything I could say. They tried to defend themselves. They tried to twist it. They tried to blame misunderstandings. But every lie they offered had a timestamp. Every excuse had a photo waiting. And every tear they shed bounced off the silence I held between us. I didn't ban them. I didn't scream. I just closed the door with a soft click. When they ran out of words. Later that night, my daughter sat in my lap and whispered, "Are they coming back?" I brushed her hair and said, "Not until they learn how to treat you." She nodded, small but resilient. I realized then that revenge wasn't about ruining them. Revenge was reclaiming her. The family they lost was the price of the child they ignored. And I'm okay with that.